guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Scarlett, and in today's video we are finally going to be building something from the Africa pack, which is the Meerkat and the Fennec Fox. But before we get any further along with the video, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed. So I was so excited to build this for the little Fennec Fox and the little Meerkat, because I hadn't really experimented around too much with many of the Africa pieces, and I also wanted to incorporate lots of them into this build as well. So So what I decided to do was do a mix, as you can see on the screen, of the dry stone pieces and the new plaster pieces from the Africa pack. And let me tell you, I love these new windowy sort of pieces that have the ones that are on the screen right now. I think they're so amazing, and I actually used them in my crazy golf course episode, so if you haven't watched that, do go check it out, because I was so happy. Well, it's not called the crazy golf episode. It is called the Grey Seal and Tortoise Beach, but I'm gonna call it the crazy golf episode for purposes of this, because that is the thing that I used it for, and I was so happy with it. But the actual pieces, they let in so much light, but I don't know if it's just generally, but in this build for me, it did not give me any annoying shadows, which sometimes I know some things do, but these didn't. I'm not sure if it's just the way that I placed them or the way that the sun is, but they didn't give me any annoying shadows, so that was definitely a result. So as you can see, I'm making a line of these buildings, as I think I said I would, either in part 1 of the Grey Seal Beach or part 2. But either one of them, I am making it, don't worry. So as you can see, I'm using one of the new Africa paths, and I absolutely love this path. I think it just fits so well with the theme, and I really love it. So in these buildings, one of them contains the indoor area of the Fennec Fox and the Meerkat, and one of them, two of them, are full of exhibits, and the other one is even though we don't have birds in the game, it's gonna be a pretend aviary. So yeah. As you can see, I'm making the habitats a bit lowered into the ground, just also so that they can get up into their indoor section. I'm pretty sure they would have been able to anyway, but that was just to make sure. So this side that I'm working on right now is going to be the Fennec Fox, and the other side is going to be the Meerkat. And the Meerkats need too much space. The Meerkats aren't happy with the amount of space that I've given them, but I'm not giving them any more. So Meerkats, live with your life. But the Fennec Foxes are so tiny. So are the Meerkats as well, but I didn't expect the Fennec Foxes to be so tiny. They're absolutely adorable. They're so cute. Oh. So for both of them, I built caves, but for the Meerkat one, I put the water pipe in it, because for some reason the water bowl in both habitats just wasn't being filled, I don't know if I have an issue with that because my tortoises in another zoo that I built before I started YouTubing, they would literally never, their water would never get filled, and it wasn't too much of a big deal because I never continued with that zoo. But if I did, that would have become really, like, really annoying. So, yeah. I don't know. I just think I've got an issue in my game of what is going on. But it's okay because we could just swap it out and probably off camera I'm just going to make sure that the view to that isn't there, so you hopefully won't be able to see it at any point whilst you are walking around as a guest. Maybe what we'll do in a whole zoo tour once this zoo is completely finished, but I'm not going to talk about that right now because I still have so much landscape, and when I talk about finishing a zoo, I'm always like, I just get really nervous and I just think about, oh, I need to finish a zoo. Oh, but I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know if I should continue with this style for like ages or something, but I think I'm gonna continue with this zoo, or at least I hope. Maybe in the future we might start some other zoos whilst this zoo is still continuing, because I really do not want to give up this zoo, but maybe in the future. So actually, whilst we're on it, I was super, super, super happy with this like mulch section. At first I really wasn't sure what to do with it, but then I was like, oh, these new plaster pieces, we can use these. And they just came in so much handy, and I'm absolutely loving these new plaster pieces from the Africa pack. I think they are such a good addition to the game. I don't think it's a game changer because they're small plaster pieces, but I am very much in love with them. Oh, also for the aviary, if you wanted to comment in the comment section down below what birds you think should live in those aviaries. You'll see them like right at the end of the video. I literally did these aviaries today, like on the day that I am recording this voiceover, which is one day before I post it. My schedule is tight, but luckily I'm still a child, so it's okay. This isn't my job. And I don't have any other job other than to go to school. But anyway, as I was saying, I was so super ecstatic and happy with this build because it was my first like proper build with the Africa pack. I did some stuff with my mates in a zoo that I built with them. I only did the meerkats in that one, but that build was actually, it was good for like the stuff that we build in there. It's like a tropically themed zoo. I love building tropical themed things, but I guess that's sort of why I went for the theme with this zoo, because I wanted to do something different to my usual. I wanted to do something that I just I don't know, sometimes I find tropical really hard to do because I love doing it, and I find it really nice to do because, just making everything look really vibrant and lush. But sometimes just placing down all the rocks to be a barrier but also making it look natural and stuff, like, I'm not saying that you can't do that with like other themes, but when I think of a tropical themed zoo, I think of natural. I don't think of zoo. I think of walk where there's not really supposed to be a trail. It's just supposed to be you maybe taking an adventure through the Amazon rainforest and something, or taking a trail and maybe one of the animals crossing your path that shouldn't cross your path. Or how did I get onto this topic of conversation? I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, tropical, just something crossing your path, like maybe even going into a walkthrough with an okapi. I mean, that's what I think of tropical, and I sometimes can't get it like the exact way I want, and I'm a perfectionist, as I mentioned in the first video, but I'm not. I find it sometimes quite hard to get up to my standards, but I'm not going to change my standards because I think they're a good thing to set yourself. But, oh yeah, the type of habitat. Anyway, so I only built like another Meerkat and Fennec Fox habitat in like a test zoo just to test out the size and everything. Oh yeah, just with that meal, at first I thought it was already rotting, but then I realized I just clicked on it and I saw what the ingredients were and there were mealworms in it, so that's okay. But yeah, this was my first like proper habitat for them that I put like 2 hours into or something, but it was very worth it. And it I feel like this build, it wasn't just a build about the habitat. Sort of like with the beach, it was also about the exterior, because with the beach, I definitely didn't have to do much for the habitat. It was the surroundings of the beach. It was what made you feel like you were actually at a beach. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was quite similar with this one. It wasn't like the exact same, but you had to focus on all the other buildings as well, and you had to focus on, you know, all the other like plants around it, and you know, making it fit in. And I feel like I used to not be very good at that, and that's why I just couldn't continue with zoos, because I would just look down on it and it would just look so bare, and I really didn't like that. So I would go like, oh, scrap that, start a new zoo. Yes, nothing is ruined right now. But sometimes I just got bored of just placing down plant after plant. But I feel like with YouTube, and another reason why I started it was just so that I sort of had to. And I know that like there's not loads of people relying on me to do it, and I know that even if I didn't, you guys wouldn't like dislike these videos for it. But it feels like a zoo worthy of YouTube is a zoo worthy of impressing me. So yeah, I filled it in, and I haven't filled it fully in, but I've filled it in enough for me to not be mad at it. So I might do some more stuff off camera, but yeah, we'll see. I probably won't be able to talk for this whole video. I'm literally saying that because I'm trying to think of something else to say, because right now I don't really have too much to say. Even though I'm saying stuff, I might just say some stuff about what I've got on screen. So I do tell you in the walkthrough, so I probably shouldn't tell you now. Well, I don't know if I do. I might not. I just like go into it and show you it. I might just go like, here is. My God, why am I so awful at this? But we have got a boa constrictor, some millipedes or centipedes. I'm not sure which one. We've got a yellow anaconda, some the Malaysian leaf bug thingy, the Malaysian leaf insect, some poison dart frogs, cockroaches. Have I done 6 or 7? I feel like I'm missing one. A snail! That was it. A snail as well. So, I think that's it. And we just like see them in the real time part. But I love the way that these guys move. I've never. Oh, and an iguana. Yeah, I just saw that in my trading center, and I was like, oh yeah, I have that as well now. But I absolutely love these guys. I think they might be like my favorite exhibit animal. At the minute, I'm really obsessed with snakes. They're so cool. But with the Malaysian leaf tapir, well done, Scarlett. The Malaysian leaf insect, I love the way that they just move and swish. They look absolutely incredible, and I really like what they've done with it. Oh yeah, this is just me messing around with loads of different lights. And then I'm being like, oh, how can I not do this? And then I realized that I didn't apply the filters. So, yeah, that was an unnecessary thing to do. It was also an unnecessary thing to mention. And to be honest, I was just really dumb in that situation. So, sometimes I just get like distracted by things. Like, I think you saw a few videos ago, or maybe, I think it was last video. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Oops. But I think it was last video. I was just trying to scratch my cheek anyway. I think it was last video that I just got completely distracted by all of these like Asian townhouses. By the way, if you haven't seen those Asian townhouses, they're absolutely incredible. I mean, I hadn't seen them before, and it was so cool. I don't know if they're called Asian townhouses, so if you can't find that when you look it up, don't blame me. Oh, my aviaries. But they're just so cool, and just watch my last video and you'll see. This is my way of advertising, going like, ooh, I can't explain this thing. Go and check out my videos so that you can see it for yourself. If you saw in that moment when I just like stopped for a bit, I was eating a scone with jam and cream. Are you a jam then cream, so jam on the bottom, cream on the top, or a cream on the bottom and jam on the top? Me, I'm a cream on the bottom and jam on the top, but I don't know about you. The rest of my family isn't, but I am, because I think that just tastes better. I think you get more of the jam flavour if you do that. That's just my opinion. But the aviaries, yes, I was super happy with them. I couldn't fit too much foliage in, and I realised that the aquatic rocks are huge. But what I did manage to get in, I was pretty happy with. And yes, as I say, if you want to, you can tell me in the comments section which birds you think should go in there, because I feel like, I don't know, it's like not small, but it's not like huge. If it was like small, I would really want the splendid fairy wren in there. But if it was like, yeah, and if it was maybe the lilac-breasted roller can go in here. If you haven't heard of these birds, they are so cute. My grandparents have this bird bingo, and I love playing it. And I see all these really cool birds, and it looks great. Well, it is great because the birds are just so cute, and I've learned so many bird names. But maybe the lilac-breasted roller should go in one of them. But the splendid fairy wren is just like too small. I don't know. In Prehistoric Kingdom, I mean, the Microraptor would go in one of those. Absolutely. But this is Planet Zoo. This is now historic. I can't spend the rest of the video just thinking, so this is why I need your guys' help, because I'm hopeless. Maybe an Andean cock of the rock, but I do not know how big those things are. I just saw them on Birdie Bingo. Or maybe a parakeet. Or maybe a beta. A ruby-throated beta. And I think that that's the name of it. I'm gonna look it up once I finish this. But we are coming close to the real-time part now, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think there's any point in stopping recording here, so I can keep on talking because this is your lucky day. Speaking of birds, I rescued a bird yesterday. Yeah, we rescued it from a tree, and we just kept it in a box for a little bit because it was like really hurt and it was stunned in a dark space. And then after a couple of hours, we just opened the box and it just flew off because it was like really sleepy. Trust me, we tried like to let it go a couple of times and it just wouldn't leave the box. So we're not keeping an animal in captivity or like just taking it in unnecessarily. It was hurt. It flew into one of our windows and got trapped in got trapped in a bush, and it got its wing caught. So we just kept it in to wait for it to feel better, and then hopefully it will be okay. I thought we were about to go into the real time part then, so I was like, okay. But it was happy as Larry, and I think it was a female chaffinch. I think that's what I remember. But here we now are in the real time part. So here is our snail, and here are our golden poison dart frogs, very cute. Here are our cockroaches, here they are. I think I might have just seen it. Anyway, here is our iguana. Hi buddy, you're so pretty. And next we have our Malaysian leaf insects. which I just want to try and find to show you the really cool movement, because you might not have seen it in like the Oh, you're not doing it because you're not on a leaf. That's a shame, but they look really cool when they are doing it. Trust me. And here is our millipedes. Yes! Centipedes. I don't know. I didn't click on it. Here, oh my god, it's the yellow anaconda. Isn't that just so cool and pretty? This could be the thumbnail and so many people would click on it. And here is the boa constrictor that I can't see for a long time. I really do think that there's something wrong with my eyesight. No, I don't. I just like cannot see stuff that's right in front of me, but I can see stuff that's really far away. That's the life of me. So here are the meerkats. See, they don't have enough space. There's a huge space. And here are the fennec foxes who do have enough space. And yeah, let's go down and see. So this is the angle that you're not supposed to see it from, because otherwise you can see the water pipe. So we're going to see it from the angle that you should see it from, which I'm so happy with. And here's the angle that you should see the meerkats from. And there's their water pipe, all hidden out of sight. No, that didn't rhyme. I was trying to make it... Oh, there it goes. Anyway, I was trying to make it rhyme. Oh yeah, from this angle as well. And here are the aviaries. So I think that one should be the splendid fairy wren, and the other one, I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a like at this video and share it if you think someone else will like it. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.